as long as you have access to hsn.com. All right, we are gonna move on. We've got 2 more faves for you. This is fave number 9. And this one is a product that I think that everybody should have in their home. And it's a thermometer, quite frankly. It's pure and simple, it's a thermometer. But it's not your thermometer of old. It's not the kind of thermometer that maybe, we grew up on, that you had to, you had to run it under cold water first, and you had to shake it out to make sure it got down to the bottom, and then you had to see, put it in your mouth, under your tongue, and then try to see where the line fell and try to get somewhat of an accurate reading. This is different. This is clinically accurate, thanks to Veridian Health. It is a touch-free infrared monitor. It is non-invasive, which means you don't have to put it in your mouth, you don't have to put it under your arm, you don't have to do any of that. It is touch-free. You point it at what you want to take the temperature of, you press the big round button in the center, and 1 second later, you have a clinically accurate temperature reading. It is that simple. You never have to touch the person or the object that you're taking the temperature of. So that's why we say non-invasive, invasive, I should say. It is a lot more sanitary than using the same thermometer that everybody in the house used when they were sick, and everybody's passing it around again. All you do this morning is choose whether you want it in pink or in white. That's it. It's that simple. The batteries even come along with it because it does take 2 AAA batteries. And let me share with you, you can see the buttons in the center. Wait, let me make sure I turn it on. So you turn it on right there. There's a little person that comes up at the top. So when you see the little person at the top, you're taking the temperature of a person. When you want to change that, you change the mode, and you'll see a little, it's hard to see on TV, but there's like a little squiggly icon there. That's when you're taking the temperature of an object. And when I say object, I mean like the temperature of a baby's bottle. When you're heating up the baby's bottle and you wanna make sure that it's not too hot. And what do? Normally what we would do is just kind of test it on our wrist. That's not very accurate. With this, you just point it and take the temperature. So let me change the mode back to the person, and then I'm gonna take my own temperature, and then 1 button, 98.6. That's my temperature right this second. I never touched my forehead. You notice it was here. I never actually encountered my forehead. You can take your own temperature. You can take the temperature of any of your loved ones in your home. You can take the temperature of objects. You can take the temperature also with the beep so that you can hear the beep. Or let's say it's night and you don't want to interrupt anybody. You don't want to wake up a sleeping baby. You can turn the beep off. So it's just simple, it's easy. It does have an auto shut off after 30 seconds, so even if you forget to turn it off, the thermometer will turn itself off. So let me show you one more time. So the big button in the center, that's how you turn it on. You've got the person icon there. If you want to change that, you can change it to the object icon. If you want to turn it, turn it to no sound. Person with the little moon, that means it's sort of like a nighttime mode, that means no sound. You press it again, you have the object with the little moon, that means you can still take the temperature of an object with no sound. It's that simple. And then the only other button means you can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, now you know how it works. And when you're ready to take the temperature, you just point and you've got it. And it's that simple. And it's got an auto shut off after 30 seconds. You also have a memory here, so it will hold on to the memory of the last 30 temperatures or 30 readings that you have taken. So it really just makes it that easy for you to use. And let's say you need to, have a range of temperatures, because sometimes just one temperature doesn't tell you the whole story. Let's say you feel like you're coming down with something. So you take your temperature the minute you think you're coming down with something. And then maybe you take it a little bit later on that day. And then maybe you take it the next morning. And then you can kind of see a range. Really simple and easy to use. We will have a full presentation of this coming up at